Welcome, listeners, to the Chris Talk Show, where we bring you the news and discuss a wide range of topics that matter to you. The show starts right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of the show. I am your host, with the most, Chris Talk. Y'all know I'm the boss. All right, so let's get into this first story, which is about. Who is this about? This one is bringing us to New York. It's taking us to Staten Island. This one is about our recent governor, Mr. Rudy. I was about to call him Ray. Rudy Giuliani is slammed in federal court by a supermarket worker accused of assaulting him. Really? So you telling me some supermarket worker chose to pick on Rudy Giuliani out of all people? Really? I mean, let's be real, folks. But it's whatever. But before we start this report, I do want to make this little special announcement that we are now on our second page, y'all. Yes, it's called The Unfiltered Truth with your host, me. So y'all check that out. We're already on YouTube. We got about 2 or 3 episodes up already. So to all my listeners, y'all check that out. If y'all like this content and y'all want to hear some better content, y'all check me out on my next page. That's The Unfiltered Truth. All right, let's get into this first story. We're going to let our AI take over. Let's hit it.
Rudy Giuliani shamelessly knew the supermarket worker that tapped him on the back was being arrested on trumped-up charges. Shocking court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com revealed. The bombshell allegations were made by the attorneys for Daniel Gill, the Staten Island, New York, man who sued the former mayor and the city in Manhattan federal court after he was booked on felony assault charges simply because he touched Giuliani's back and said, "What's up, scumbag?" Giuliani, who is trying to fend off a series of big-buck lawsuits and criminal charges related to Donald Trump's election fraud claim, sought to have the $2 million defamation case tossed because he was only expressing his opinion when he accused Gill of walloping him in the back. Giuliani also claimed he didn't conspire with the police department to railroad Gill after the June 2022 encounter at ShopRite, where the disgraced politician was campaigning inside with his son, Andrew, who was running for governor. But Gill's renowned lawyers, Ronald L. Kuby and Rydea Trivedi, slammed America's mayor in a searing brief opposing his motion to dismiss the case, explaining Gill went through hell after he was handcuffed and publicly pilloried in the media. Mr. Giuliani had knowledge of the falsity or probable falsity of the underlying facts. And because the statements exposed Mr. Gill to the odious, shameful accusation that he is predatory to elders, the brief opposed to the motion to dismiss stated, every statement made by defendant referenced an actual incident between Mr. Gill and Mr. Giuliani, a set of facts. In other words, and used those alleged facts to accuse Mr. Gill of odious behavior, of being dangerous to the elderly. These were not epithets, but accusations, rooted in facts. Facts that Mr. Gill denies and can disprove. What's more, Giuliani amped up the rhetoric by going on national television to allegedly defame Gill and claim he felt tremendous pain in my back, and was almost knocked over by the blow. Mr. Giuliani accused Mr. Gill of hunting the elderly, a behavior that no member of the public would hesitate to call evil, shameful, and contemptuous. The court documents stated, that constitutes the extreme and outrageous conduct that caused Mr. Gill's emotional distress. Gill, 40, was charged with felony assault because Giuliani uttered the magic words, he felt pain. The court document stated, in September 2022, the case against Gill was adjourned in contemplation of dismissal after 6 months after prosecutors examined the evidence. According to the Staten Island Advance, even current Mayor Eric Adams questioned the arrest, saying, someone needs to remind former Mayor Giuliani that falsely reporting a crime is a crime. In his motion to dismiss, Giuliani, a former federal prosecutor who is defending himself, denied the defamation claims and allegations he conspired with police to punish Gill. Mr. Giuliani's statements were unactionable opinions reflecting the situation, and the reasonable listener would know them as such. The court documents stated, Mr. Giuliani denies that he conspired with the NYPD or that he made any defamatory statements. Meanwhile, the city claimed the arrest was justified because video surveillance footage caught the moment Gil touched Giuliani, who proceeded to file a complaint. Here, there was probable cause to believe that plaintiff intended to harass, annoy or alarm Giuliani based on plaintiff's statement to Giuliani, combined with the circumstances of making physical contact with Giuliani when his back was turned, and the fact of the physical contact itself. Court documents stated.
All right, folks. I want to thank Sarah AI for giving us that report. All right, folks. Y'all know what I'm about to do. Let's check out this. Rudy Giuliani, which real name is Rudolph. His name is Rudolph. Like Rudolph or Randolph or some crap like that. I think it's Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph or something like that. For y'all who don't know, Giuliani was the mayor of New York from, I believe it was about 93, somewhere around there to 2001. He was actually the mayor in New York during the September 11th events. Okay, for y'all who don't know his history, he also married his cousin, third cousin, but he still married his cousin. That's just like, that's nasty, bro. We got the buzzer. Can we give Rudy Giuliani the dummy buzzer for marrying his damn cousin? Who marries their cousin? Like, I don't care if it's my third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. I won't marry my cousin.
Bruh.
Yes. This one is strange. All right, so he's accusing this supermarket worker of assaulting him, and claims he gave no type of false report on the situation that happened. Now, with reading the situation and really looking at some of the evidence that was presented, this could have been a bump, kind of. But when you do look at the footage, you can't really tell if that's what this man is doing. But it does seem like this man is on a mission to speak to Rudy Giuliani to find out something that he wanted. Something that he wanted to ask Mr. our little mayor there. But for the mayor to try to, like, this guy's got to be like, and this is why the mayor is like, so like, it's just stupid. Because he tried to sue the guy. Why would you try to sue somebody who's working in a supermarket and shop right at that? How much do you think that this person is making? Even for Giuliani to sit there, in my opinion, to try to pursue any type of criminal charges would be dumb. Let's not forget, okay, who Rudy Giuliani is. And then his son, so-called son, trying to run for governor. Let's be honest. If your dad ain't no good, you ain't no good. According to the eyes of the people, let's just be straight up. Everybody thought Bush was not a good, the first Bush, which is what George W. Bush, was a good and reasonable president, right? Only to find out that his son was an asshole. You can't try to sit there, but that's what these politicians do. They try to win off their names. That's what they try to do. Win off their names. Now, that didn't work in this situation. In that situation, for him trying to run for governor. But as you can see, they try to use this situation just to help this guy's run. That's what I think. In my opinion, that's what I think. Now, Giuliani, just himself, has a number of lawsuits being filed against him. Okay, now, how much they total, we don't know. But we know all across New York, this guy is being sued. And he's not even a good lawyer. Because in a lot of cases, he's choosing to represent himself. In some of these cases, he has lost. Some of them he has lost. Some of them he's won. But people, let's really think about who we are talking about here. Giuliani, he's one, if not the worst, one of the worst lawyers. He couldn't even get Trump off. Trump won't even help him in his little endeavors. But this guy right here, picking on somebody who works at a supermarket, I mean, come on. And then the charges were dropped. So they didn't feel like there was no reason to imprison this guy or anything like that. And for a lot of people who don't know, touching, assaulting, or harassing any state or government worker is automatically a felony. In New York State it is. I don't know how it is in everybody else's state, but I know in New York State, touching an official like that worked, because he was a lawyer for Trump, and because he was, well, not the lawyer part, but because he was a mayor at one point, still puts him under that little bracket there, that little gray area of being a state or federal official. So harming him could get you some federal time. But when you watch the video, it does not look like this person was trying to harm Giuliani. It just looks like he was really trying to talk to him and try to get some information out of him to ask him what's going on. Maybe he wanted to ask him about the Trump trial. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wanted to ask him about that. And we also got to remember, this is the person who threw the battery inside of former President Donald Trump back to say that he lost the election. So, I mean, you got to go with this guy's credibility. His credibility, Rudy Giuliani's credibility, is at this point no good. I mean, at all. He trumped up some fake reports, which that was proven in court. And then he told the president that he won the election, knowing that the president lost the election, I mean, according to them, because there was no proof to say otherwise. But here was this guy, tooth and nail, running behind Trump. Lawyers like this are not lawyers. They follow the money. That's all they want is money. So as long as you're pumping a bunch of money into their accounts, they will agree with anything that you say and fight for anything that you say. I mean, that's a lawyer's job, but when you're wrong, you're wrong. And apparently, I think Rudy Giuliani, I think he's going bankrupt or something like that. I know it's something up with his finances, but he ain't got the cash like he used to. I mean, he's representing himself. He could have hired somebody to represent him, but he's representing himself. And that just shows you what kind of lawyer that he is, that he can't even get nobody else to represent him in his cases. I mean, come on. Let's give Rudy Giuliani. Can we give him the dummy buzzer one more time? Please, let's just hit him with it real quick. This guy shouldn't have even, in my opinion, he shouldn't have even been mayor. That's my view, and that's my opinion on that situation. He shouldn't have been mayor. To me, he shouldn't have been mayor in the first place. I thought Rudy Giuliani, I'm a New Yorker, I thought he was a bad mayor. Also, what's that other bald-headed millionaire? He was a mayor of, what was it, Bloomberg or some crap like that? I forget the guy's name. I think it was Bloomberg, but he was another bum. These politics that we put in the office, a lot of them are bums. And Giuliani is one of those bums. All right? Let's get into it, y'all. If y'all like this content and want to hear more of it, y'all know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you get notifications any and every time that we post up our videos. All right, folks, until next episode, stay blessed and not stressed. All right, y'all. Peace out. I'll see y'all next time.